Know your frequency, not just your damn worth. Because you don't know your worth because you don't understand. Your worth is not, let me tell you this, your worth wasn't set by man. However, everybody keeps saying, know your worth. I was supposed to make this video, know your worth. There are so many women that I hear saying, know your worth. I know my worth. We don't know our worth. The truth is we don't know. What is your worth? Well, my worth is I should be treated with respect. A man should love me. That's not your worth. That's your reflection. You know what your worth is? The truth is you should know them by their fruits. See, an apple tree produces apples. A mango tree produces mangoes. Do you know how do you tell the difference from an apple tree and a mango tree? By the fruits they produce. That's their worth. We all should be producing. See, many of us don't produce nothing. We produce in misery, anger, frustration, bitterness, anxiety, insecurities. We produce in all these things that we don't like. That's your worth. What you produce is your worth. Some of us produce love, peace, happiness, finances. How much are you worth? How much is your emotional health worth? What is your spiritual health worth? What are you financially worth? That is all. Listen, worth is not just how somebody treats you. It's about how you connect to your inner self to bring your fruits, that when you taste your fruits taste good to the taste. It's like when you're making some soup. You add all your ingredients, you add all the flavor, and you add all the stuff in there, and you taste it and you say, ooh, this tastes good. And when it tastes good, you begin to call the neighbors, hey, come get some soup. I made so much. If you taste your own fruits and your fruits are sour and bitter, that's what you're producing. You got to change what you are producing. Everybody keeps saying, I know my worth. Everybody I know my worth. You should know your worth. What is your worth? What are you producing? Some of us ain't producing nothing. We ain't producing shit. Pardon my language. We ain't producing shit that we want. We are miserable. We are not happy. We are frustrated. We are bitter. We are resentful. We are anxious. That is your worth. So even though you think that, yes, my heart is in the right place, but your worth isn't, you're not producing anything. A lemon tree produces lemon. A fig tree, you know the fig tree that Christ cursed because it was in season, but yet it wasn't in season because it wasn't bearing figs? It was a curse, are you? You should be a fig tree. Why ain't you producing? You have to know what you're producing. Because when you begin to produce, then you begin to see your truth. You begin to know your worth for real. And you got to be honest with yourself. What is my worth? Well, I produce this, this, and this. Look at your energy that you're producing. Look at who you are feeding. Because a tree feeds the community, not just one person. See, a tree comes in abundance. When it's in season, it's abundant. It feeds an entire community. Who are you feeding? It's not about how a man or woman treats you. That's your worth. That is your reflection of how they see you. That is how your reflection about what you allow in your life. And I'm talking about your worth. What are you really worth? You should know what you are worth based on what you are producing on a daily basis. That's what your worth is. So cut this trendy stuff out. Know your worth. No matter how much time we say this, we never meet the right person. We never get the right man, the right woman. Because the truth is we don't know our worth. We just say these things because it's trendy. Your worth is what you are producing. You should be producing sweet, tasty fruits. So that anybody who comes and pick on your fruits and they bite it, they can't leave. They stay under the shade. I know I produce fruits like that. So therefore, I'm not worried about who sees me this way, sees me that way, but I'm not worried. I know for a fact, those who come to me come to be fed. Because I know my worth. Do you see what I'm saying? Your worth is deeper than what you think you are. God created you to be a tree of life. That's your worth, the tree of life. But damn it, if you're a tree and you're not producing, curse be unto you. So go ahead and produce that happiness. Produce that peace. That love. You can't know your worth when you don't have no love. What's your worth without love? What's your worth without peace? What is your worth without happiness? Worthless. So you know your worth because what? Somebody should make this much money. Somebody should treat you like a queen or a king. Well, that's not your worth. Your worth is set in stone in heaven. Wherever you think heaven is. When you were created, that's your worth. Your worth don't change. But it's up to you to use what you are to produce your fruits. Learn your worth. To learn your worth, you must learn how to produce. What do you want? Begin to produce it. I don't care how you feel. It doesn't matter what you think your worth is, what you repeat with your mouth. You shall know them by their fruits. You shall know them by their fruits. What are your fruits? Be honest. What type of fruits are you bearing? Who are you feeding? Do they like it? Every time somebody come in your life, they leave because your fruit stinks. Sometimes your fruit tastes terrible. My fruits was terrible once. Every woman that I've been with in my past, every time they leave me, they left bitter, with a bitter taste in their mouth. Because my fruits was terrible. My fruits was just terrible. It tasted terrible. Every time I slept with one, or I been with one, or I took one as my girlfriend, they left with misery, anger, resentment. My fruits was terrible. But I had to learn how to put in my ingredients, create a better tree, become that tree that the Bible speaks of, the tree of life. That's your worth. You'll know what your worth is when you begin to produce the life that you want, only because you want it. Once you start doing that, your attraction change. The ones who come to you change. The ones who you are drawn to change. You're not drawn to because of feelings. You are drawn to because of value. See, value recognize value. Value don't recognize feelings. See, many of us are in our feelings because we are still blind. We can't see anything, so we feel. A blind man uses a cane to feel so he can know where he's going. When you are in your feelings and you are using your feelings to see where you are going, you're not aware. An aware person don't use a cane or a stick. They see clearly. So know your worth. Know your value. Because your value is there. It's up to you to know it. Not up to a man or a woman. Not up to somebody who comes in your life. It is up to you. But you only know your worth by what you produce. You all, if you ain't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you understand what I'm saying. This is not I ain't bashing nobody. I'm just speaking. Thank you for watching my channel. You all, love, peace, and namaste.